My very first game ever, people want to take pictures with me. Like, they've never even seen me play. They just want to take pictures with me because I'm his son.
Emanuel Sharp was born to play the game of basketball.
From when he was 1, you know, he had the ball and he was bouncing it in his diaper. He couldn't even stand up, and he was bouncing the ball then.
The Blake High sophomore grew up playing the game in Israel, where his father Derrick had achieved legendary-like status.
Sharp, עולה, וזורק! לא יאמן!
15 years ago, the former USF star hit this shot in the EuroLeague playoffs to help Israeli basketball power Maccabi Tel Aviv avoid elimination and eventually win the game and become EuroLeague champs. One of 13 national championships Sharp would win in his 15 years of playing ball in Israel.
I remember I had to sneak out with him, like out the back of the arenas during the games to avoid the fans. I mean, they were crazy. I mean, they were crazy for him.
You know, just giving him that ball, having that basket in the house, bringing him to my practices, my games, him being around it, seeing the crowd. I saw he loved it.
It was only natural Emanuel was drawn to the sport at such a young age. The Sharps are a basketball family. Besides Dad, his mom, Justine, played 10 years overseas, and he has 2 brothers currently playing, one in high school and one playing professionally in Israel.
It was a lot. I mean, it was kind of overwhelming in the beginning, but you know, you kind of get used to it. Like playing with that name for so long, like since I was in Israel, I kind of like grew up into it and I embraced it.
In 2013, the Sharps moved back to Florida. 2 years later, Derrick became the head coach at Blake, where father and son now share their basketball dreams together.
We're helping each other, you know what I mean? I can give to him everything I've learned, and you know, he's showing me things also.
He taught me everything I know. He's a shooter. He taught me all my shooting techniques, how to play with your teammates. He pretty much taught me the game of basketball.
At 6'4", 200 pounds, Emanuel is a quick study. This year as a sophomore, he leads the district in scoring, and he's one of the top scoring players in the state, averaging more than 33 points a game.
With my body, I think that I'm a lot bigger than most of the players that I play against, so I try to create a lot of contact if I'm going to the basket. And, you know, even if they think I'm going to the basket, sometimes I like to shoot.
You know, he has that inner calmness and coolness about him that, you know, he thinks he can just go out and do whatever he wants.
The Yellow Jackets are off to their best start since 2011, which was also the last time they made it to the state semifinals, a place father and son together are trying to get this program back to.
Ultimately, the biggest accomplishment for me, definitely as a coach, you know, outside of me winning European titles in Israel, but yeah, that would be one of the greatest things ever.
That's our goal for this season, is to like win and get to like the highest place that we can go to, like regionals, districts, even the state championship.